I'm sorry, I know I promised that I wouldn't look like this in my videos, but today some of my lady friends wanted to know how I do my everyday makeup look, and so that's what I'm doing for you guys. Once again, I know that this video isn't going to really interest my guy friends a whole lot, so if you want, you can click away now, but if you want to stay and watch me get good looking, then you can go ahead and stay. And I don't really even have any like makeup techniques or anything. Like I most of the time just kind of slap stuff on my face. Like I am not good at doing makeup at all, as you will see in this video. So the first thing I do is I use these like Neutrogena oil-free wipes, and I just rub it all over my face. So the next thing I do, I don't use a primer because I don't really feel like I need it. Most of the time, my day consists of me waking up, putting my makeup on, going to work, coming home, working out. Once my workout is done, I'm pretty much done for the day, so I don't even really care what my makeup looks like. I would never use primer. But since I am very white-skinned, as you can tell, I use, before I put any makeup on, I put on my sunscreen. And it's like Neutrogena plus 100. So this kind of acts as my primer, I guess. Okay, so once my sunscreen is all dried into my face, then I start my foundation. And for my foundation, I actually, for the base of my foundation, I have one that's just a slight bit darker than my skin, and you'll see why in a minute. But for my foundation, I use Revlon, the Color Stay. I love this stuff because it stays pretty much the whole day. And this one is 150, the buff. And so this is probably disgusting, but I have not had time to clean my tools in like a week. So my tools are not clean, especially my beauty blender, so don't judge me. But just like any other makeup person, any other person that does their makeup, I just put this on my beauty blender and I just put it all over my face. And I also put some on my neck too, just to kind of make everything look like it's natural. Once my liquid foundation is on, then I like to set it with a powder. And the powder that I use, it's like the lightest one available, but I use Almay Smart Shade, and it is the light. I'm not white, I'm translucent. And then for the brush I'm just using the face brush by e.l.f. And then once again, I get this on and I like tap it, and then I just put it everywhere. So the next thing I'm going to show you is how I contour. And it's actually not like officially contouring compared to like a professional makeup artist. But I don't have time to sit here and contour everything. So what I do is I just take a slightly lighter shade of foundation for my concealer. And the shade that I'm going to use is again the Revlon Color Stay. And it is shade 110. This is like the lightest shade that they have. It's ivory. And I don't even have a tool for putting the contour on. A lot of times I'll use a Q-tip, but today I'm just going to use my pinky. And I like it because it has like a little squeezy lid now. So I'm just going to put some on my pinky. And what I like to do when I contour is I get above my eyebrow and I just kind of make it go kind of around and just kind of crown my forehead, if that makes any sense. And then I like to come down on my nose as well. And then I'll get rid of the dark circles on my eyes. And then I have like some dark circly things like right here on my nose that I just like to kind of catch as well. And then I get my Cupid's bow and my chin. Like that. And I actually don't even use my beauty blender for this. So for like my contouring, my concealer, I just blend it in with my fingers. Alright, super. So now that we've done the concealer, I'm going to show you guys how I contour my face. And I don't use like the liquid stuff. I only contour with my bronzer. That's all I do. So to contour my face, I use the TruBlend bronzer. And I also use a sculpting brush. In my Power of Makeup video, you guys saw me do the cheekbones of my face first. And a lot of people were like, whoa, what was the tool you used to do this? And I did not use a tool. I used my finger. My finger was my tool. But the only reason I do that is because I kind of have like a fat face, and for some reason, I don't know if I'm just like dumb or something, but I can't find my cheekbone and just like brush it on. Like I have to feel for it and like scoop it, and I'll show you what I mean here. So what I do is I just take a little bit, put it on my finger, and then I find it and just like draw right under it. That's all I do. Like that. So now I'll take my beauty blender again and just blend this part. Alright, so now I'm going to take my sculpting brush, and I know a lot of people are going to like ask me why I do this, and the answer is I don't know. This is just how I do my makeup. You can do yours however you want. So I don't use a whole lot of it. And then I do one side of my face at a time. So I go over what I just drew with my finger. I go over that, and then I come up and around. That's what I do. Okay, so now I'm going to take my beauty blender and just blend that in. And I blend it into my hairline. And then one last thing that I contour is my nose. To contour my nose, I use just a small angled brush, and this one's from e.l.f. again. So it was like $1. So what I do is I just get some of this bronzer onto my angled brush. And then I just start down here on my nose and go up. And I actually don't even use my beauty blender to blend this. I use my fingers, and I just kind of blend it down like this in like a downward motion, just until it looks like I haven't drawn a line down my nose. After we've defined our face, time for some blush. Like my cheeks are just naturally pink, but I put a little bit on in the mornings just because. And the kind that I use is TruBlend blush. Wow, that is a mess. And I just circle like once and tap it a little bit because I don't want a whole lot on. And then I don't even go on the apples of my cheeks. I go like on the side. Done! Probably like the easiest thing in my whole entire makeup strategy. So the next thing I'm going to do is my eyebrows. And for eyebrows, I use Revlon. I doubt you're going to see that. The Revlon Brow Fantasy. I feel personally like I am horrible at drawing my eyebrows on, but I desperately need them, as you can tell. My next step is my eyeliner. For the eyeliner, I'm going to do my waterline first, and I only do the waterline on the bottom, and I don't even go all the way to the little corner because I feel like that makes my eye look smaller. For my waterline, I use Neutrogena in black just because It's black. Crap, how am I gonna do this? I'm just gonna go for it. The next thing I do is my liquid eyeliner, and for it I just use e.l.f. So after my liquid eyeliner is all done, I like to do my eyelashes. And I don't think the brand or type of mascara you use is going to make much of a difference. However, I do think like the brush style makes a difference on what it does for your eyelashes. So I actually have 3 different mascaras that I use. I use this little tiny Clinique, and its brush looks like this. And I feel like it just kind of separates my eyelashes from each other. The next mascara I use is CoverGirl, the Professional Remarkable. Oh, it's upside down. Professional Remarkable. This one just kind of helps the length of my eyelashes because it's more of like a spoolie brush. Alright, so the next mascara that I use is the Mega Plush Volume Maybelline. This brush is a little bit like thicker and kind of fluffier, I guess, than my other brushes, if you would say that. And I feel like this brush just like gives it more volume. It gives my lashes more volume. So that's what I use this one for, is for the volume. Maybe I'm just crazy, I don't know. Voila. Alright, so to be honest with you guys, this is actually where I stop on like an everyday look, because every day I wear glasses. And so this is why I stop at just this point, because with my glasses on, like it pretty much just covers up my eyes anyway, and so it's kind of pointless for me to just put eyeshadow on. So for like my everyday look, I just stop here and just wear my glasses and no one tells. So for my eyeshadow, on like a day where I'm trying to impress you and my glasses are off, my eyeshadows, I use the Unique, what do you call this, powder. And for the main color, I use the color Sexy, because I need something to make me look sexy, I guess. But for like my base, I guess is what you would call it, with my eyeshadow, I use the Unique Deluxe brush, and you can use whatever kind of eyeshadow brush you got, and I just put it on. The next color I use on my eyes for like my everyday look is another Unique product, and it is called Confident. And with this one, I use the crease brush, because I mean that's pretty self-explanatory. It's going in my crease, so I'm going to use a crease brush. And then I just get in my crease and then a little bit above the crease too. The last and final eyeshadow I use is Unique, and it's in the color Daring. And I use this one just for like the corner of my eye, and I make like a V, if that makes sense. So now that my eyeshadow's done, I'm going to go back in with my liquid eyeliner, and I'm just going to remake my cat eye. Ta-da! And then one more thing that I do before I'm finished is I go over it again with my Professional's Remarkable Mascara. Fantastic. So this is pretty much my everyday look. I don't wear eyelashes just like out and around in the world, because that's just weird. But since my camera is very low D, I always wear eyelashes for my videos. And since this is a tutorial, I might as well put them on. And these I just bought at Walmart. And I hate them, but you know, you gotta look good for the people. I think the only reason why I don't like eyelashes is because they make me feel like I'm drunk. My eye feels like 10 times heavier than what it should feel like. And that's why I don't really like them. Oh, you are not comfortable at all. That's what she said. Why won't this screw on? So the next thing is just to put some lip stuff on. And looks like the only choices I got are a lip gloss, and a chapstick. Maybe I'll use this one because it's not open yet. That tastes good. Like coconut. And then I'm done for the day. That's all I do. Seriously, that's really all I do. Nothing really magical, nothing really technical, but you guys wanted to see what I did for my everyday look, and this is it. Yeah, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. I put on new videos every Friday, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.